Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make baby slouchy beanies out of old sweaters. Here's a list of items that you will need for the slouchy beanies today. First off, you want to go ahead and measure your baby's head, and this may be a little bit difficult, so if you do need help, go ahead and get some. First, you want to go ahead and cut off the sides of the sweater and the sleeves. So just a straight line all the way up. And you want to cut off as little as possible. I like to use the rotary cutters because they help with the thickness of the sweaters. But scissors again are fine if you have that only. I also went ahead and cut off the collar as well. Next you want to go ahead and cut off the tops. So you just have kind of like a rectangle of fabric that you're going to be working with. Again, depending on the thickness of sweater, you might have to go over it a couple times with the rotary cutters. But again, this might be good with scissors. So there's the fabric that you'll be using, and take the measurements and go ahead and add on about 2 inches extra that you'll go ahead and cut off. So just cut a straight line to remove the excess fabric. So this is what you will have. Fold it right sides together and go ahead and pin it. Next, you'll want to go ahead and serge off the sides you've pinned. And make sure the seam is right in the middle, and you'll go ahead and use a plate and the marker to get you that shape that you'll need for the top of the slouchy beanie. Again, here I just used a highlighted marker. That's the only thing I could find at the moment. That's just going to be cut off anyway, so and make sure the seam is right in the middle, not on the sides. And go ahead and just sew that or serge that off. So you'll have that shape for the top of the beanie. And go ahead and fold it in half so you'll have the corners touching. You'll fold the corners together. And we're going to go ahead and serge off about 4 inches from thumb to thumb there. Kind of like a crescent moon shape that you're going to be cutting off. And you're only going to want to do like about 1 inch at the very top. So kind of like a small crescent shape. This just allows the slouchy beanie to have that rounded top instead of it just laying flat with the shape that I had shown you earlier. And that's what it's going to look like when you're done. Again, this I actually sewed a little too long, so I had to go back over and take off a little bit more so that it would fit my son. But this is pretty much the idea of the slouchy beanie here. They're very quick to make if you have a serger, and again, if you only have a sewing machine, you can just do a straight stitch with a zigzag stitch so the seams don't come out. But that's everything. If you like this video, go ahead and subscribe or comment below.